All right, so I have your answers online. So you would only need to give me your answers again if I tell you that you actually got it wrong. All right, if not, you don't need to. So the main thing that we're going to look at today, right, boys and girls, we are going to look at this thing called a reflexive pronoun over here. Right, like reflexive pronouns. So we know that our usual pronouns are basically, so our subject pronouns are our he, she, they, I, and then we, it, right? Then we have our objective pronouns, which are him, her, them, me, us, and it as well. Then here we have our reflexive, reflexive pronouns. So what's reflexive? Reflexive is when we talk about something that happens to, like it reflects back on us, so it's called reflexive, right? So we have himself, herself, themselves, myself, ourself, and itself. So these are all the ones with reflexive. All right. Yes, Vincent.
Isn't it just like karma? Like what you do will come back to you.
Something like that, like a bit like karma, I guess. Yeah, that's right. Good way of thinking about it. I never thought about it that way. Yeah. Okay. So that's reflexive pronouns. Okay. Before we go into that more, all right, we are going to explore some editing over here as well. Come on. Editing, synthesis transformation, which is combining two ideas together, and some grammar close towards the end. Okay. Here comes Anne. And here comes Vaish as well. Oh, I think Anne just finished taking a bath. Hi, Anne. You can tell someone's wiping her hair for her. Hello, Vaish. Welcome to the class. Hello, hello. Okay, so where was I? Yes, I was saying halfway that we're going through all these today. Okay. So did Anne finish the online part? Oh, Anne didn't. That's okay. Later when I ask you for the answers, give me your answer, okay? Same thing for Vaish. Vaish hasn't done it online yet. When I ask you for the answer, all right, please give me the answer. All right, so remember, yes. Yes, Wei Hong.
I don't see what's so funny about after people who shower.
Oh no,
Funny.
it's not funny, it's cute. Like how her, I don't know, was it her mom or like her helper or something, like rubbed her hair and all that. It was quite cute. That's why I laughed, not because it's funny. Sometimes people laugh not because it's funny, but because of some other reasons. Okay. So please leave your videos on, everyone. Well, it does keep changing. Leave your videos on, mute your microphones at all times. If you want to ask me a question or answer a question or share feedback, use the chat function. All right, if there's anything urgent, raise your hand. And once you have raised your hand, wait for my permission and then you unmute yourself. All right, if you need to go to the toilet, just go. Okay, but just let me know. Say, Mr. Joel, I'm going to the toilet, and just go. As long as you leave your camera on, I'm okay with you just going, so I can see when you are back or when you're not back yet. So yeah, just let me know in the chat function. Say, Mr. Joel, I'm going to the toilet, and then you just go. All right. So lastly, be respectful to everyone. Everyone. All right, let's start. Editing, first part. So this is a passage about Thomas Edison. When we do editing, right, boys and girls, it's best to read the whole thing first, then answer the questions one by one. Because if you read the whole thing, at least you will know what it's talking about. Okay, so let's read. Thomas Edison was born in Ohio in 1847. If you didn't know where Ohio was, Ohio is actually a state in the United States of America. Okay, so that's Ohio. His family migrated to Michigan, where he spent most of his childhood years. He ended up being homeschooled by his mother because he had not done well in school. Now, I'm not sure whether you all know what homeschooled means, but when someone is homeschooled, all right, they do not go to school. So instead, what happens? Yeah, like someone, could be the mom, could be the dad, mom, dad, or someone teaches him at home, everything. And they prepare them for the exams, even like the major exams like PSLE or O levels, right? They all do it at home. They study at home. Everything is at home. So they don't ever go to school. Okay. Now, why do you think it might not be such a good idea to keep a child at home and teach them at home only? Yes, Vincent.
Because they cannot make new friends, so like they will get lonely every day, stay at home, do nothing, just go out, but nothing really fun to do with the because
Yes.
you don't have friends.
Correct. So the only friends you have are your dad and your mom, and that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Some of you might think, whoa, that actually sounds really good. But you know what? Kids need to meet other kids outside so they can learn how to make friends in the first place. If not, all they know how to talk about, right, would be adult topics, and that would be quite sad. So there are some students who are homeschooled, okay, but these students can be quite awkward when they talk to you or when they interact with you. All right. But there is this thing called homeschooling where people don't send their kids to school. They keep them at home and they teach them, right, by themselves. All right. So that's homeschooled. Oh, by the way, welcome, Sean. Welcome to the class. Just to double confirm, are you Sean or are you Scott? Because on the attendance list, it says Scott. And I think Scott is here to join us for the first time.
I'm Scott.
You're Scott, huh? Okay. Could you
Yeah,
change?
he's got, sorry, this got mommy, sorry, teacher, because that's the brother name. We forgot to change it, but he's got.
Okay. No problem. Thank you. Yes, Vaij, you have a question?
I have actually done my worksheet.
You've done your worksheet online? Oh, but they didn't show. You know what? I will trust you that you did it online. All right, I'll add the point to you.
You may refresh it, it may be there.
Maybe I'll download it again and let's see what happens with the latest results. You might be on the oh, it's still not there. Oh, that's weird. Oh, yeah, you're here. Yeah, I see you. All right, great. Yep, fantastic. Okay, I see you. Good. So Vaij did it as well. Okay, let's continue over here. Okay, so as a young man, he came up with the idea of selling vegetables, blank candy, and newspapers on trains. One day, he rescued a child from a runaway train. The child's father repaid Edison by training him as a telegraph operator. In the process, Edison became interested in communications. Communications became the focus of many of his inventions later. All right, so what is Thomas Edison famous for? Can someone tell me? What did he invent? Yes, Vincent, what did he invent?
He invented the phone.
Huh? He didn't invent vegetables.
That was somebody named Alex Graham Bell. Someone.
Alexander Graham Bell, that's right. All right.
And Thomas Wilson made the light bulb, I think. Should be.
Yes, you are right, Wei Hong. So Thomas Edison did actually create the light bulb. He made the incandescent light bulb, right, to be precise. So here are some of his famous inventions, and he's one of the best known inventors in the world for inventing all of these things. All right. So yeah, pretty fantastic, the things that he came up with. And
It's
from
true
these
that
things,
Thomas
right?
Edison saved a child from a runway. Is it true?
From a runaway train?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about that. It does sound like something that could happen, but I really don't know what Thomas Edison did when he was a child. I just know him as the inventor when he grew up. Yeah. Did he survive? Or what do you mean by, you mean did he survive saving the child from the runaway train? And is that what you meant? Or do you mean did he survive till today? If you're asking, is he alive
I
today?
know
he
he dead
isn't.
already.
Yes, he died in 1931. Yeah, long time ago. Look at all his pictures, they're black and white, right? That kind of gives us a clue that he's probably passed away. Yeah, very, very long time ago, 1931. If we count back from today, that would be approximately 92 years ago. Yeah, so old, that's right. Okay, so let's have a look at the words that we need to focus on today. So I've received most of the answers from everyone online, except for I don't have I do have Scott's answers here. I don't have Anne's answers only. Okay, so for the first one, migrated. Give it a go, Anne. Very good. Anne got it correct. So the whole key over here is that you don't need the E. The E is actually wrong. So if we spell the whole thing out, it's migrated, right? So migrated. So when we say migrated, we normally mean we do it permanently. There's like no going back kind of thing. So if you move from one place to another place, we say that we migrated to that other place. Yes, Vincent.
Would you add the points like you don't say the answer first, like last time you usually do?
Yes. All right. I will add the points together when everyone gives me the answers. Then we'll see who doesn't get the point, who gets the points. Okay. Scott, you will know more about it in a minute. I'll show you the class dojo system. Okay. So, where were we? Yes, migrated. Did any of you migrate to Singapore from another country? Were you from another country and you migrated? Anyone?
My mother's the one. My mother comes from Malaysia a long time ago.
Ah, so how long ago was that?
About, I don't know, maybe
Not
7.
sure. So a long time ago, your mom migrated to Singapore. That's correct. So you
Yeah,
can say
they married my
migrated.
dad and then he started to live here. But she's going back to Malaysia in October and come back.
Okay, so she's going there for a short holiday only. So she's not migrating back to Malaysia. She's just going there for holiday.
She go pray her for her father.
Oh, she's
Because her
going
father
to
died already. Her father died already.
so she's going back to pay her respects at her father's tomb, right? Or maybe her father's wherever her father is interred, right? Okay, Vincent. Yes, you have a question.
My mother migrated to Singapore. She was in Vietnam.
Ah, so your mother migrated from Vietnam to Singapore. How long ago was that?
I don't know, but I
Not
know
sure.
it's just a very long time.
A
Because
long
she has
time.
been with us throughout the whole.
The whole of your life, you're in Singapore?
Yeah.
Okay, understand. All right. So, how about number 2? All right, number 2, there's actually nothing wrong with the spelling of vegetables, but there's something wrong with the punctuation used over there. So boys and girls, what kind of punctuation should we use after the word vegetables?
Comma.
Hey, who gave me the answer? That's not who said comma.
I don't know. It could be anyone.
Okay, so because of that person who said comma, no one is getting the marks for this question over here. Okay, because that person gave away the answer. You're not supposed to give the answer. Okay, until everyone has messaged me on the chat group. So the answer is correct, right? Over here, you're not supposed to have a not supposed to have a semicolon. All right, it's supposed to be vegetables with a comma. Because it's a list, right? See, with the idea of selling vegetables, comma, candy, and newspapers. So it's a list. So everything at the beginning of the list, right? We separate them with commas. The last one, we separate it with an and word. So for example, I could say, Vaish bought maybe a loaf of bread,